It's me, it's Big Willie, aka Mr. Wick. Now we got a two-part show today, and I'm real proud to do this thing here today because this place where I'm standing at right now, it means a lot to me. It's a very special place in my life and a lot of other people. See, uh, this place here goes back to the first part of the show that we're going to talk about is community. Now, this here is one of the crown jewels. I'm standing in a community called Midway, part of the Greater Greenmount Community Association. So this place here is like one of its crown jewels, Cecil Elementary School. Um, now, when we talk about community, we're not talking about race or any kind of religion. We're talking about human beings as a whole. We're talking about where me, you, anyone else lives at. You know, a community is a class of people where people live at. And when I say that, meaning if you want things done, you have to make it you have to make it happen. Um, like for instance, uh, community associations. You have to attend the meetings, you have to be there, make your voice heard, tap into other resources that are just for your community, and then there's other resources that the city provides that can for your community. Um, Communities, just need to just get together, basically, and get things done. Because if you don't, then you become a complainer. The only way to erase a complainer or a complaint is that you do come up with a solution to either minimize, maximize, or do away with the complaint. Um, like I said, community associations is a start. If you don't have one, maybe you or a couple of your other residents can form one. Um, Another place is, you know, your district police station. They have community meetings. And you can go and voice, make a voice for your neighborhood. That's the only way things are going to change. They said crime is on the rise. Well, it's going to continue to rise if somebody don't do something about it. It don't have to be. You don't have to be. How should I put it? Blunt to be the one to say, "Yeah, I said that." You can also be anonymous. Letters, emails, meetings, sometimes conference calls. Those all things are making things happen in the community. Um, like I said, Greater Greenmount, a community association on the rise, doing big things in the Midway and Barkley area. They got some houses put up. They got the new home of the Kirk Division bus station going on, and they on the rise. They on the move slowly but surely. So and then also you have to understand it takes patience. It takes a lot of patience, but you got to understand something. My motto for the communities, you rather live for something than die for nothing. So if you want change and you want these specifications, get together, form it, and try to put it into action. Get together with your congressmen, your councilmen, even with the mayor, uh, president of city council. There's so many things that, as a group, as a people, as a whole, that can be done in your community if y'all just get together and stick together. Come up with a plan and stick to it. Now, the second part of the show what really, got me real pumped up is education. Now, when we talk about education, we're talking about smarts. Not just so much common sense, but we're talking about smarts. Education is a key to a lot of things. Some of you young rappers, listen up. If you ain't got pretty good education, what y'all gonna rap about? We got sex, drugs, and murder. We can't have that all the time on the mic. Maybe sometimes, but not all the times on the mic. We need something of positivity. And this place here is what it all started for me. I went here at Cecil Elementary School back in like what, 83? And a lot of you all, some of you all went to Cecil Elementary School when I remember when the principal named was Miss Copeland. She drove the little box, little Volvo. And I still remember all my teachers that I had. Miss Copeland, Miss Turner, Miss Satchel, Miss Smith, Miss McCormick, uh, Miss Purnell, Miss Griffin, Miss Magnum. Yeah, all them people, did us some good, did me some good, and did the other people that I went to school with some good. So when we talk about education, we're talking about getting your smarts to the tools of life. Reading, adding, subtracting, using context clues, which preferably when you get an adult is basically called common sense. These are the keys, the fundamentals of life in order for you to go to a community association so you know what you're talking about. Uh, like I said, this place here is right here in Midway, so they're doing good things under great agreement. Now, education is not to be taken for granted, meaning you don't use education like as if like you better than someone else. You use education to help yourself and to help others. That's how we grow as people. That's how things supposed to function in big business and wherever. You know, no one, everybody is not college material. Everybody is not trade material. But whatever skill that God bless you with to learn or have natural given, you're supposed to reach and help other people who do not have that kind of a gift or that kind of a learning. Um, mhm. Education helps you to articulate things, um, helps you to put things together, come up with solutions. So this is the thing, whether it starts at elementary school, then it goes on to high school, and once you go to high school, basically it's your choice, as an individual. The problem that society having now is that we have a lot of people who had the dreams of going, was told to go to college, get this, that, and the other, and we don't have no jobs when we come out of school, or we left with a big loan, or we left with substantial amount of money to pay back with the student loan. That's where um, that's where there's a problem with education. I have a problem with that because of the fact that if I go to school, I shouldn't have a financial debt as if I've been trying to make it off of high school education or just, or of some kind of lower education. If I go to school, I should be able to go right into my career and keep on going and make whatever amount that I'm supposed to make. Not paying off a whole house before I buy a house. Uh, and then here it is, I'm 70 some years old. I'm just now saying the amount of money that I supposed to have if I didn't have all this back money to pay if I was in school. So pretty much, that's the thing. And like I said, education gives us the knowledge and the resources to talk to whoever we're going to talk to, as far as council members, scholarship committees, other colleges, to try to get our education free or get your trade to a point where you don't have to make that payback loan. All right, now we're down to the business part. I only have really one birthday at this point. Happy shout out to Mr. Raymond Worsley. Butchie is what they call him. Happy birthday shout out to you. God bless you on your birthday. Now, uh, now we have on the business today, we have Sick Diamonds. Thick Diamonds at gmail.com. Now, okay, it's not no erotic thing or anything. Thick Diamonds is a place where they set you up for your proms, and they do your hair, and they got prom dresses from all sides, from small to plus size. And one of the owners I know personally, her name is Miss Katrina Ringo, good friend of mine. Um, Been through a lot of things. So kudos, shouts out. Now, those who want to get in contact with them, like I said, it's thickdiamonds at gmail.com. It's THICKDIAMONDZ at gmail.com. And they alter your dresses and everything. So if you got anybody trying to go to the prom and need that quick fixer up, these are people to call. They said that, you reach them through the email. Through the email I just giving you, and hopefully everything works out. Now, the question of the day: why is there so much crime? Well, there is so much crime because, it's a lot of reasons why. But one of the main reasons is we're living in a world where it's immoral, pretty much. It's immoral because what's good is bad, and what's bad is good. I see people all the time talking about, yeah, man, I just did 15 years in the joint, dog. I'm hard. Really? Really? Are you hard? 15 years in the joint. That's something, in my upbringing, you just don't brag about. That's something, but that's the times we living in. They think that it's cool to keep popping out kids, just to try to get your social service card and everything. That's not cool. And then it gets to the point where it's like once you get a certain age, the kid gets a certain age, then you take your anger out on the kids because father ain't around. We're living in a world where full of crime because, like I said, we're living in a society. There's no morals, no respect, and there's no ethics. That's pretty much what it is. That's the main reason why. Now, if you want to go spiritual, well, the thing is, the devil's running loose out here and running loose hard. And then basically, the main attack is the young folk. Because young folk produce young folk now. It ain't no grown folk producing young folk. It's young folk producing young folk. So if you're young as a parent, that means, pretty much you still learning and you haven't really gotten to a mature point where you can teach your young kid or your young daughter or your young son. That's all the time I have right now. So peace and increase the peace.